Jim Irving. I'm one of the co-chairs of the U.S. Restructuring, Insolvency, and Bankruptcy Practice Group. I'm the office managing partner in our Louisville, Kentucky office, and I am a sponsor of Aaron Marcus.
And I'm Aaron Marcus. I'm a partner in our Louisville office here with Denton, a litigator by trade. I'm in our litigation practice group, including both commercial litigation and employment litigation.
I am a partner in litigation in the Chicago office. I have served in many roles at the firm over the years on the board of directors for nearly 10 years as one of the global co-chairs of TMT, which is our technology, media, and telecom sector, and proudly as one of the first sponsors in our Emerge program.
My name is Tanya Moyran. I am a restructuring attorney. I'm also the chair of the U.S. Restructuring Group and the co-chair of the global group for the U.S. region. And I was involved in the Emerge program as a protege.
Hi, my name is Jack Ballas. I'm a partner in the Short Hills, New Jersey office of Dentons US. My practice focuses on complex commercial litigation, insurance litigation, and product liability defense.
Holly Thames Lux. I'm in the DC office. I'm a partner in the healthcare group. And I am a member of the DUS board and sit right next to Justin, or really near.
Thank you, Holly. I'm Justin Mirabal. I'm a partner in the energy practice. I am in the Washington, D.C. office, and I was a protege in the Emerge program.
I think the program is a fabulous program. It is innovative and it has been a success because what we've been able to do is partner together with our highest potential diverse lawyers and couple them with partners who then together they form a team to basically go through all kinds of different ways in which the partners can be helpful to making sure that all of their goals and all of their aspirations within the firm are met.
I think it's a great idea because you have truly talented lawyers who have risen within the ranks of Dentons to become junior partners or on the cusp of becoming partners. And that's a critical time in your career because you have to transition in some respects from doing the billable work with other partners to taking a more leading role. And to have a mentor who you can partner with and learn from, I think is invaluable.
The Emerge program was amazing. It came right at an important time in my career where I wanted to focus more on my partnership track. And I also wanted to focus on business development and on marketing. The program provided me support so that I could do that. And I could learn from someone like Natalie that had been doing that for longer than I had.
I love Emerge. I think it's, from my perspective, my favorite D&I type program that the firm does.
I found the Emerge program to be really helpful. I greatly enjoyed it. I had, I think, a bit of a unique experience of being elevated to partner while participating in the program. And I know it's intended for, high potential associates who are looking to make that transition. I was fortunate enough to have been elevated during it.
It was really well structured. I don't think they had anything like that when I was growing up as a young lawyer. And so I just thought it was really well run and seemed like, was a really great exercise. And it really encouraged participation, from myself as well as from Justin. And so I think it was a good blend of, effort and intentionality, I think, on both our parts.
I thought the program from a protege's perspective, it was an incredibly fulfilling program and substantive. This wasn't just an opportunity to complain or to share, one-off interactions. It was just a sustained relationship, really, between the proteges and the sponsors, and it was to develop different aspects of being a lawyer that are not necessarily covered in law school, that are not covered in your your build up as an associate. These are the ins and outs of being a successful attorney that you really only pick up by being able to have an interaction with a sponsor like Holly.
Jim has been a huge resource. The other proteges who I've gotten to know through the program, as well as just in our growth within the firm, in a shared experience, I think people, just generally speaking, at this firm are our biggest resource. So I've enjoyed that.
The Emerge program gave me a better idea of how to structure that business plan, how to put it together, how to be intentional about identifying client targets and following through on them. And also realizing that these business plans can be individualized. These aren't cookie cutter approaches to success. You need to be able to identify your strengths and weaknesses, and you can tailor your business plan and your approach to being a successful lawyer to your personality.
Frankly, seeing Justin's plan, it really does make, even as a sponsor, it makes you realize, you've gotten a little bit lazy. You get used to practicing for a long time and whatever, but writing down certain things that we really need to follow up on, it sort of gave me incentive to take some of those tricks, because it's not just for the young lawyers, it's for people who, you want to keep your contacts fresh, right? You want to reach out to folks who you haven't talked to in a while, and never be shy to ask for business, but you're like, oh, I'll call them tomorrow. But seeing Justin just take it on and really be dedicated and disciplined about it, I think that was a really good experience for me. I would call it maybe ownership, right? I mean, I think, seeing younger lawyers, trying to mentor them, trying to give opportunities, I think it's incumbent upon those of us who've practiced for 30 years to, take the time to spend time with younger attorneys, sort of see how they're doing, what ideas can we share. So I just think having an ownership mentality over my own career, I think having investment, being on the board of the firm, it does makes you a better person, quite honestly, but it does, I think, make you, at least I feel like it's made me a better attorney, because I listen to and spend time with just different clients, but, attorneys at different stages in their career. And look, 30 years is a long time. The generations are very different, right? For really, really young attorneys. And so, we constantly have to listen and grow and think about sometimes the business of law differently, right, than how I grew up.
The amazing thing about the legal profession is that you can keep passing down these ideas, and this exchange can go back and forth between lawyers at various phases of your career. And sometimes when you're a mentor and you're teaching something, it makes you understand the subject better too.
For sure.
So when you give some thought about, well, how would I do this now? It helps you work through it.
It has caused me to reflect on sort of what has gone well and what I could improve on in my own career in terms of business development and professional development, so that I could better communicate the lessons I've learned to my protege.
It just makes me feel good about the firm. I mean, we all want to feel good about where we work and the institutions in which we interact and support and build and grow, and really, being able to work with someone else and help them see that, everything that they want to achieve is so attainable and so, frankly, easy to do and within the comfort zone, that they just need sort of the extra encouragement to be like, yeah, absolutely, do that. That's great, and reinforcing people's own ideas and creativity, and giving them, a thought partner, frankly, is the way I like to see it.
It was the year after working with Natalie in this program that I became a partner. And I think the focus on my own business plan, the focus on DEI has really led me to where I am at Dentons. And like Natalie said, I'm now chairing the group, and now I'm able to try to be a mentor like Natalie to other associates and other colleagues of mine.
Jim just sort of leads by example. It's sort of like, well, what would Jim do in this situation, or the way he carries himself as a professional? It's something to aspire to. And so it's really helpful to have a sponsor who is in a place where you can see yourself in the future, where you might want to be in the future, because, I don't have to ask him certain questions because I've observed him in our work environment. And so a huge debt of thanks to Jim for his sponsorship.
Some are obvious, right? I mean, culturally as a firm, inclusiveness and, overall wanting to support diversity initiatives. That's the obvious. I think in ways that may be less obvious is it's innovative.
I'm going to echo what Natalie said in terms of innovation, because it is really a thought experiment, right? Let's put two people together from different practice groups that don't know each other and all of a sudden work together to try to implement next steps in terms of your career.
Because Emerge is building these deep connections, it's valuing D&I, and it's not just the program itself, but it's making sure that if you project out, my opinion, 10 years forward, you're gonna have all these capital partners who have diverse backgrounds. They're gonna be, that's the future of what the firm's gonna be. And that's this core value. It's taking action on something we just say that actually mean. I think that's really, really important to our firm and to the kind of firm that I want to be in.
I think if you're a protege, as I am, you feel the investment the firm is making in you as, a future or a current partner in the firm.
As a Latina in the restructuring community, there's not very many of us, and it's still a very male-dominated arena. And to have the firm supporting me as I moved towards partnership was incredible. And then to say to me, we're also going to allow you access or partner you with someone else, another woman who's amazing and who's here to support you. Sign me up. Let's do it, right? And so I think those are some of the values that it ties into in our firm's value that I think are really critical and part of my success.
One thing about Dentons is that we're a very collaborative firm. We're here to support each other and share our experiences with each other so we can benefit from the collective expertise of the firm. And so this opportunity to participate as a sponsor in the Emerge program is something that brings, great satisfaction to me, because I have a chance to share what I've learned, and hopefully there's something good that is picked up by the protege in the process and leads to further success in his or her career.
It's the perfect sort of a program to emphasize the culture that Dentons is looking to cultivate.
It's reflective of what I think our firm is, engaging, open, collaborative, all those things I found for, just practicing here for 17 years or whatever it's been. So I think it contributes to what we already have, but I also think it's really reflective of what I hope people, think of us and people who work here, be it staff or whoever, right?
Leaders in the firm like Holly are investing their time and energy in the Emerge program, and that they are investing in the talent coming up through the pipeline. It feels good. It builds confidence to know that the firm is cultivating the resources that it has, and it is bringing up another generation of partners, another generation of leadership, and that the firm is committed to associates, that they want associates to succeed, that this is our firm.